we've got Fishermania coming up next week, so we're literally 10 days away. And we've come to Lindholme Lakes for a practice. You might be thinking, why have you come to Lindholme when the final's at Hayfield? But there's a Fishermania on there today, plus the fact it doesn't really matter. We're prepping for Fishermania today. I brought Paul along because I want his advice as well. If I'm doing something wrong, Paul can tweak it. He does a lot more rod and line fishing than me, so I'm getting a bit of a free coaching lesson off him, as I have in the past few years. But we're just going to take you through something a bit different, no live match. We're going to take you through how I go about preparing. So we're going to be looking at my hook lengths, my rigs, my setups, and little things that people might take for granted. You know, like I said to Paul this morning, you know, we'll tell people how I always like to have my line length right. You know, when I'm slapping a pole at long distance, you've got to make sure that you're not over swinging, or you can get enough pendulum on it. Little things like that make a massive difference when you're slapping for 5 hours at 16 metres. One, it's physically hard work, so if your line length's not right, you know, when we're fishing for F1s, it's normally always short lines. Yeah. Well, sometimes long lines can work, but not like when you're carp fishing. So I just want to get back in tune with things. I've not done any carp fishing for a while. But yeah, we're just going to basically run you through everything. Like I say, Paul's here. He's going to be asking a few questions as we go along. Why am I doing this? Why are you doing that? I can't take all the credit. Little things like, you know, how you sink your line better, how you get your line to work correctly on your waggler, why you would be sinking your line, little things like that. So in a way, it's sort of a masterclass, isn't it?
Our first bit of fishing, we've literally only been fishing for about 5-6 minutes. We've had a bite already.
Yep.
So today, it's not about trying to catch 8,000 pounds, is it?
No, it's literally just getting back into the groove of things.
Yeah.
So straight away when I started there, it's just one little correction, because I've not done it for a while. Just putting my rod off to the side against the wind.
Into the
like
wind?
Into the wind.
Yeah.
So the wind's going to me right.
Yeah.
I put it, I don't know if it's the right word, against, but to the left basically.
Yes.
Just getting my rod rest in position and things like that.
Yeah.
They know where the snags are, these.
Oh yeah. Pull like mad in here, don't they? It's quite a clear lake. But it's nice in the fact that it's a big lake. We've got a bit of wind on the water. Yeah. Because straight away, that if you'd have sat with the wind off your back today, it wouldn't have mattered how you'd have casted. If they were fishing your peg, you'd have probably caught it. So I think touching on that subject, it's important to try and sort of make it difficult for yourself.
Yeah, it's nice to have a slight crosswind.
Yes.
Sort of coming over my left shoulder a minute ago, it was just coming across me.
Yeah.
And obviously that's what we were saying about having the right floats on and things like that. But just getting into the groove of it. Obviously there's going to be different feeding patterns on this lake to Hayfield. Yeah. So I'm not bothered one bit how I actually catch today. It's more technique.
More your casting.
More my casting. Making sure my line's sinking nice.
Yeah.
Come on, you little bugger. There's a snag down here and he knows exactly where it is. Oh, I can just feel him grating on it.
That is the one thing with this lake.
It's just an old reed and things like that.
I remember second time I drew on this lake, I drew on peg 5 over there, and there's some sort of big bulrushes everywhere. And I caught some massive fish that day, and 2 of them just swam me in it and just done me. Completely, just mugged me right off. It's like, I've got the strongest line that I've got, the biggest hook, the thickest line, and it just no chance stopping them.
So a nice little carp, that's probably what we was catching up on. I'll change that pellet.
Nice fish.
Probably £6 maybe.
Yeah.